judge threw out the rape charge that had sent him to prison for more than 5 years. A classmate accused Banks of raping her in the stairwell of their Long Beach high school.
My only dream in the world was to just be free.
Hello all, and welcome back to my channel, Red Femme Diaries. You know, this video here, I just want to cut right to the chase. You know, I try to keep my the length of my videos down, but there's just so much to unfold here, so let's just get right into it. Okay, I'm going to speak to the women out there, and I don't know how many women actually listen to my channel, but I'm going to speak to the women, specifically the black woman, and I want you to hear what I'm saying, and I'm saying it in love, but sometimes you all need to sit down and shut up. I know that sounds harsh, but you need to sit down and shut up and allow our men to lead. Black women, yes, but all women, but other races of women don't seem to have that problem that we seem to have in our community. You know, black women, I know that you feel that you have all the answers and you know what's going on and you need to tell folks what to do, but honestly, if you tried just sitting down and shutting up, you'd be surprised how much stress is relieved from your shoulders. You quote unquote take on this burden of knowing what to do and telling everybody what to do, but you're doing nothing but stressing your own selves out. Sit down and shut up. And sometimes men might make mistakes, they might do things wrong, but that's for them to figure out. Our job is to be a support. So in this video here, I always like to show more than just one video to get my point across. So we're going to look at 3 different videos here, and each of these videos, what I really want you to notice is how smoothly things would have gone if these women would have just sat down and shut up. And the sit down part is very important, because if we sit down, then our men get to finally stand up. I don't think I really need to explain the shut up part. Shut up just means close your mouth. Sit down and close your mouth and let our men be men. And as we look at each of these videos, just think how much more smoothly things would have gone if these women would have just sat down and shut up. So the very first video we're going to look at is a video from Elk Grove, California. And as some of you know, I'm from California. I know California very well. But in this video, you see a young man. He is 19 years old, which means he is indeed a man. And what I want you to really notice, we're going to see in the opening how the man runs the stop sign. The police officer is going to pull him over for running that stop sign, which is something that we're not supposed to do. She then asked him to pull over to the right side of the road. She asked this because that's the safest side of the road, because she has to think about her own safety and his. And what I want you to notice is that he does not follow her instructions, and we're going to see his mother come out and speak for this man. And again, remember how things could have possibly gone if this woman would have just stayed in the house, kept her mouth shut, sat down, and let her 19-year-old man-child handle this simple ticket responsibly. So let's take a look.
your right. Pull to your right. Pull your vehicle to the right side of the road.
Okay, first part of the video, we noticed that the young man indeed did run the stop sign. The officer is trying to instruct him to pull to the right side of the road. Instead, he makes the decision to pull in front of his house, and the woman that you see with the nice big pink bright bonnet on, that is his mama, and she wants to come out and see what's going on with her baby. Let's continue to watch. I'm going to actually fast forward it a little bit. This is the police video, and it's very long, and so I don't want you guys to have to go through all this. Unfortunately, it's not giving me the timestamp here, so let's see if we can get it right.
I feel so stupid.
Thank you for being patient with me. Let's get the right timestamp here so we don't have to watch all of this. Here we go.
Hey, do not get out of the car.
What?
Don't get out of the car.
Sure the cameras is on.
Yes, please do.
Yeah, we are.
It's an officer
Who's
safety
in
thing.
our driveway?
It's an officer safety thing, okay? So driver's license and insurance. Go ahead and close the door for me, please.
It's my son's safety. You got enough safety gear.
Okay.
You the one with the guns and stuff.
Well, I have no idea if you have guns and stuff, too.
Oh,
So the reason I pulled you over, sir, is because you ran the stop sign back there, okay?
Sure.
All right.
side of the court. They like to kill people, but not my son.
Ma'am, can you step up front, please?
No, this is my property.
You're actually on the sidewalk, so that's perfectly fine. So can you
Step
come on
up.
back here,
No,
please?
he cannot. No, he cannot. Give him his ticket. Give him the ticket.
You're on probation or parole or anything
No,
like that,
he's
sir?
not.
I'm talking to him. Are you on
no,
probation
I'm
or parole or
answering
anything
for
like that?
him. No, he's not. Give him his ticket.
I can speak to him, ma'am.
No, I'm.
Are you on probation or
Tell
parole?
her you refuse to talk to her. Give her your ticket.
Okay, I need to know if you're on probation or
No,
parole.
you
That's
don't.
the only question.
You have the driver's
If
license.
he's
Go
on
do your
probation,
job
he
and
needs
run
to
it.
answer me if he's on probation
He's
or
not.
parole.
He's
I
not.
have the
So he don't
ability
have to answer you.
I have the ability to identify him.
Oh boy, already. Now see, typically a traffic stop, and I've been pulled over before, I will admit, and typically it takes a few minutes. You pull over to the right side of the road, you wait in your vehicle. In this particular, if you notice, he pulled over to the left side in front of his mother's home, and he gets out of the vehicle. You know, no one ever had to really teach me that you stay in the vehicle, but he chooses to get out because his mama is there. And you notice immediately she can either A, choose to sit down and shut up, or she can run her mouth and put her son at risk. And you see what she chooses. This is what I'm telling you. Imagine if this woman would have chose to stay in the house. We're going to go to the next part here. Sorry, unfortunately, it's not giving me the timestamp as I move it, so I got to figure out where we are. That isn't it. Oh, boy, this is bad. Okay, so I'm not quite there. Let's see. It's not giving me the timestamp. Okay, here we go. I'm getting it together, you guys. Okay, so here we go. We're going to watch this portion here. Okay, and I'll be back.
Give him the ticket, and she will not. She's just standing there. What are you waiting for, ma'am?
I'm waiting for my partner, ma'am.
For what? For a traffic violation?
Traffic stops are one of the most dangerous things.
Okay, but you're making this dangerous. You're escalating it. Go give my son his ticket.
I will.
And we will take care of this in court. You will not be the judge and executioner on this property right here.
I'm on the sidewalk.
You will not. Go give my son his ticket. You have
I
his
will in due
ID.
time.
You can easily run his ID and see if he's on probation or parole.
You're correct.
Not this child.
You're correct.
Then go do your job. Why
I'm
are you
doing
standing
my
there?
job,
Why
standing
are
right
you holding on to your gun? Why?
My hand is not on my gun.
Your hand is on your gun.
It's
Your
on my
hand
belt.
is on your gun. Go
Okay.
run his
Do you
ID.
understand how violent you're being right now?
I'm being violent?
It's
You're
a
being
result.
verbally aggressive, yes.
No, I'm not being verbally aggressive.
She's not being verbally aggressive, not at all. The mother here is clearly escalating the situation, and I know a lot of you men out there are saying this right now. Oh no, Red Femme Diaries. She's a black queen, Red Femme Diaries. She's trying to protect her baby. Because they out here hunting down and killing young black men and the strong black woman. With her black girl magic. She's a queen and a goddess. She's protecting her boy. Is she really now? Is that what she's doing? With her loud mouth and her aggressive stand, is she helping her son? Or is she actually escalating the situation and making it worse? And what's interesting is, you have a man over here. See my little cursor? This, I'm assuming, is her husband, not this boy's father. You'll find out that later. Here's a man here, and here's well, he's supposed to be a 19-year-old man here. But here she is in front, running her mouth, controlling everything. And understand this, people. See this in her hand here? That cell phone here? She's on live. I'm not showing you guys all the video because it's too much. Hopefully I'll link it in the description, hopefully. She's on live right now. So she has a lot of people listening to her be a strong black woman and advocating for the black man. Is that what she's doing? Oh, let me calm down. Let's skip ahead here just a little bit to the next portion here.
Matter mask. Have the nerve to have on a Blue Lives Matter mask. Y'all, please watch this, because she is refusing to give my son a ticket and has her hand on her gun.
What's wrong with you do?
Give him the ticket. My son would not be another one of y'all hashtags. Y'all, I've been in the bed all day with Icy Hot, Flexeril, Motrin. My back went out on me, and now I'm dealing with this.
George, 3-1 from 3-2.
Oh, and here's an interesting thing they do. If you notice, she yells across the street to the neighbor because she wants them involved too, to get on her side. She starts complaining about herself and all the things, making herself out to be a martyr. All this is a simple, basic traffic stop. He would have pulled over, stayed in his car, she would have wrote the ticket, he would have been on his way, she would have been on his way. But this strong black queen had to jump in and put her 2 cents in. Let's look at the last part of this video and then we'll move on.
This type of demeanor that she has acted in, and then she was being aggressive with my son, and then she refused to give him the ticket. And that's all we asked for. She said he's being detained. I said, you have about 5 more minutes. Look at the air quality out here. It's hot. I'm sick. I shouldn't even be outside. And she's making a standoff over a stop sign because she thinks he's on parole or probation, and she refused. As one of your officers says, the protocol is for her to run the information.
Okay, I think that's enough. Again, more of the martyrdom. Oh, it's the air quality. Oh, these things I'm doing to save my son. So just imagine, pretend in our minds, what if this pink bonnet wearing mother would have stayed inside the house and She had taught her son how to handle police the same way everybody has to handle them, with respect. You pull over. I showed it. You clearly see that he did run the stop sign. You take your ticket, you pay it, and you move on. Oh, but she was not having that. Oh no, definitely not. So we are going to look at this next video, and we are going to discuss that after it's finished.
Go to my ticket. Take off that bag, bro. Because I really do this.
Let me get my slide.
Stop.
Yo, that's fucked up.
Take off your bag, bro. Take off your bag, bro. Take off your bag. Take off your bag, bro. Take off your bag.
Okay, so in this particular video, these lovely queens got into an altercation in a Walmart, and according to the story that I read, that they were spraying mace and fighting and all these things. The police were called, and the police wanted to detain the women to figure out what was going on. Mace is being spread, there's fighting, but as you can see here in the video, and I'm only showing a very small snippet of it because I got to keep my video time down. She's fighting, kicking all over the place. In the original video, you see their behinds out. These women have children. One of them is pregnant, and we're causing this big, huge, major fuss because they got into an altercation at the Walmart. Now, the issue that everyone is up in arms with is that this horrible white racist cop punched this poor innocent black woman in her throat, and she did not deserve that. But if you notice carefully, as the video was slowed down, this woman made an attempt to bite this officer. Some say that she made contact, some say she don't. It kind of looks like she wasn't able to do it. You know, people are arguing about that right now. But regardless of whether she made contact and broke his skin or not, he had every right to defend himself, not just as a regular civilian, but as a police officer, of course. Because when an officer decides to detain you, you need to follow suit. They keep yelling in the original video, "Oh, but my kids are here, my kids are here." You didn't think about that when you were fighting and spraying mace in the Walmart, did you? But now all of a sudden we worry about our children after the officer is trying to detain you. Now, mind you, it was discovered later on that these women were not arrested. They indeed were just detained, and they only got citations from these horrible, racist, white supremacist cops. Now, the other thing I want you to notice in this video is you see the men standing around. Yes, on my channel I do get on the women, but I need to talk about the men too. A bunch of men standing around saying, "Take off your badge, take off your badge," and upset at the officer for defending himself against this woman's bite and trying to detain her. Gentlemen, When will we learn that the woman is not to be the head of our community? They're saying these things because in their mind, the black woman is God and she's queen. And oh my goodness, how could they detain the queen? Because this is how it goes. And they call the officer, a homosexual, homophobic is that's what they say now. I don't know. Homophobic names and the F word and things like that, and take off your badge and wanting to fight this woman, having no idea what previously happened. They're coming into a situation late, and I know what you're saying. Oh, but Red Femme Diaries. We see him punch the woman. He punched this innocent woman. But my people, what I want you to do is look at the entire situation and the entire story. The news media that we watch now, they are not showing you everything. They're showing you tidbits to get you riled up and in your emotions like a woman, like the one that heads our community. But that is not what we want. So, like I do, I got to show you more than one because you guys don't believe me. So, let's look at our next video.
You lying, because I never been to New Britain. I never been to no New Britain. You lying. I want your badge number. You're going down. I got that on camera. You're going down. You lying. You lying.
Drop the dollar, ma'am.
You really gonna sit there and lie? Everything I do is legit. Everything I do is legit. Everything I do is legit.
Ma'am, you need to relax.
Get the out of here. I don't want to talk to you. I want your badge number. I want your badge number. Badge number. You are gonna be on administrative leave.
Okay, yet another queen, goddess, that has not learned the simple art of sitting down and shutting up. Just to give you a little background story, so basically there was something wrong with her tags where they ran the tag and it was coming up as vehicle being stolen. To be honest with you, I don't know the full details, but what I want you to notice in this next clip of the video is the officer is desperately trying to explain to her what is going on, but because she has not learned that art of sitting down and shutting up, she refuses to even listen to it. So let's look at that now. Of course, let me find that section. Give me just a moment.
Can we show her that? Can we just show her that it's on the list of stolen?
Yeah, if she wants to.
Hey, what's her name? What's her name? Ma'am. 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 I need you to step over here. Come here. Come here. Come here. I want to show you. I want to show you something. I'm trying to show you. Listen. See your car right here, ma'am? See it's on red. You see AWA.
There's no possible way you can get that in the system.
No.
There's no possible way. My car has
She's
never,
literally
ever,
not gonna know.
Stolen. Ever.
Well,
Ever.
listen. We're trying to. Back up. Get. Can't.
It's my car. I can absolutely.
Ma'am.
Like, do you have the keys?
Ma'am, get out of the car. What are you doing? Stay over there. 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 I'm not gonna tell you again. Stay over there. Get out of the car.
It's my car and it's not stolen.
Listen, watch out.
It's my car.
Let it out of the car.
It's my car. It's
What are you doing?
It's my car.
Oh boy. Okay, what I want you all to notice next in these next couple clips, you notice how the people in the community want to come to this queen, excuse me, they want to come to her rescue. So I want you to really pay attention. Again, these are people that have no idea what's actually going on what took place beforehand, but they come in later, and because of the things that they've been indoctrinated with, they don't bother to find out what's going on. They just want to come to the Queen's rescue. So let's take a look at this here.
Get out of the car. They need to help her. Trust me. They're doing what they gotta do. Step back.
Okay, I'm gonna record because
That's fine. That's fine. Record all you got want to, but stay. Record, but stay on the curb. Stay on the curb.
I'm right here. That's fine.
We good. I'm an officer too, bro. It's not right. It's not right. It's not needed for all this extra stuff. I'm an officer too. This is not needed for all this. You need to just calm down. Why is there no female cops out here? Why is there not a female cop out here? Why is there not a female cop out here?
All of these men and
Need a female cop out here.
Just step back.
Just relax.
Just step back. Step back.
Just relax.
Anyone else?
Just relax.
Stand that way.
Sit down and stay still.
Yeah, baby, calm down. Calm down.
Just in case some of you are a bit slow and didn't catch that, the man with the Broncos hoodie on there is not be careful, is more than likely not a police officer. But some of you will watch that when CNN clips this for you and makes her out to be a victim. They will show it like he actually is a cop, and some of you will actually believe that. But anyway, let's continue on here. Let's see, we're going to go to our very last clip here. And what I want you to notice on this last clip is how this woman, this bystander, claims to be this woman's sister. And let's see how far that goes. Okay.
Are you a relative? I thought you said you were his sister.
That is my sister.
So the little girl's in the car.
Ain't that your brothers? That's my sister.
There's a little girl in the car.
That's not my.
Well, you're saying that's your sister, so I would suggest go over there. A whole kid in the car.
So we find out that in the end here that this woman with all this ranting and raving has a child in the car. And what's funny is the one in Walmart, their children were with them too. And so these females have no problem with showing out in front of their children. Imagine the trauma that this causes children as they see their mothers cutting up this way. It's funny, in all these videos, this was a mother that was acting this way. And so what I really want you guys to get out of this, just imagine in your minds if all three of these women chose to just sit down and shut up. In the first one, the woman's grown 19-year-old son would have gotten his ticket and moved on. She wouldn't have been hyped up, but then she wouldn't have gotten her views on that live she was doing. In the second video here, imagine if those women would have just sat down and shut up. They would have been detained. They would have gotten a citation, and maybe been trespassed from that Walmart, and they would have moved on, no trauma to their children. And this very final one, imagine if this woman would have sat down in her car and shut up. They would have ran her tags, figured out what the issue was, rectified it, and she would have been on their way. But because they were unable to have the gift of sitting down and shutting up, look at the chaos. Other people getting involved, going to her defense, but yet they say, oh, we're so unprotected. Really? In each of these videos, there was somebody on the sideline co-signing to this nonsense. And in each one, there was always a black man there trying to protect her, but yet they scream, we're the least protected. Black men, is this what we want leading our communities? I know you want to call me a bedwench and Uncle Tom and Well, I'm not a bit. My husband's black, but I've gotten called so many names for the things I say. And if that's what you think I am, then so be it. But I know that my people are better than this. We need to put the men back in the head, because back in a position of leadership. Because look at what we as women have done. Okay, I get excited sometimes, so I think I better sign off now. Thank you again for all of your support and for bearing with me as I build this ship, build this plane as I fly it. We will see you next time on Red Femme Diaries. Thank you. Good night.